Leah from VinceLeah.com, and today we are going to be knocking out a vegan Dairy Queen Blizzard. Now you may remember recently I did a Wendy's vegan Frosty recipe, and everyone really seemed to like that, and I'll go ahead and link that in the description box below so you can check it out after this if you haven't seen it. But Dairy Queen was always a treat for me when I was a kid. They always had some really cool, interesting combinations. So today we are gonna be doing a vegan Dairy Queen chocolate blizzard. Now this is a recipe from the Minimalist Baker. Now although I've never made this vegan blizzard, I did adjust a couple of the ingredients just slightly to lower the sugar content, since that works better for me. So feel free to make whatever modifications you need to make this blizzard work well for you. Now, one of the main reasons I wanted to give this vegan blizzard recipe a try is that it uses cashews and not bananas for its base. Now, I've done a vegan banana ice cream recipe video, and even the Wendy's Frosty recipe used bananas and not cashews. Now, I do like vegan ice cream and vegan cheeses made out of cashews, but I've never made a vegan ice cream out of cashews at home. So I figured, why not give this Dairy Queen vegan blizzard a try? For this recipe, you will need the following ingredients. 1 1/4 cups of raw cashews that have been soaked overnight and then drained. Now, if you can't soak them overnight, soak them for at least 6 hours. 1 14-ounce can of coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Now the recipe does call for a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, but I'm thinking that may be a little too sweet for me, so I'm gonna go with 2 tablespoons for now, and I can always taste it after blending everything together and seeing if I want to add some more later or leave it alone. Now, in addition to the maple syrup, the recipe also calls for anywhere from 1 to 4 tablespoons of cane sugar, depending on how sweet you like it. Now, since I'm already reducing the maple syrup, I'm thinking I'm not gonna need any additional sugar, so I'm omitting this ingredient from the recipe. 2/3 of a cup of cacao powder, and 1/3 of a cup of vegan chocolate chips. Now, these chocolate chips are actually pure cacao with no sugar added. So the first thing we want to do is take all those ingredients, with the exception of the chocolate chips, and place them into a blender. Then we're gonna blend everything together until we have a nice, smooth, and creamy consistency. So after blending everything together, I gave it a taste and decided that I did need to add a couple more tablespoons of maple syrup, which is what the original recipe called for, just to sweeten it up a little bit and make it taste like a true Dairy Queen blizzard. Now the recipe does call for the use of an ice cream maker, however, I don't have one, but she does give an option for using a blender to make this blizzard. So what we're gonna do is pour the blended batter into an ice cube tray and then place it in the freezer. All right, so our ice cube trays that are full of our vegan Dairy Queen blizzard mixture are in the freezer. So now we just have to wait for a few hours until they freeze and we can finish up with the recipe. So I'll see you in a few hours.
3 hours later.
All right, I'm back. It's been almost 4 hours and our ice cubes, they're pretty much frozen. So all we're gonna do is take them out of the ice cube tray. We're gonna toss them in that blender. We're gonna throw in a little non-dairy milk, then we're gonna mix it all up. And the final thing we're gonna do is add in our chocolate chips, and then we're gonna try this vegan Dairy Queen blizzard and see how it tastes. Alright, so our blizzard is done. Now you're supposed to pour it into 4 small serving glasses, but I didn't read the directions too well on that, and I just poured it, well, most of it into this big mason jar, but it's still gonna taste the same. It's definitely thick. It's even thicker than like a normal smoothie, so you can't really drink out of this. So I'm just gonna take a spoon, see how it tastes. Here we go. All right, so this definitely is a lot thicker, and it has to have that ice cream consistency that reminds me of a Dairy Queen blizzard. Now, I will say that she says you can serve it with some vegan Cool Whip on top or even some like chocolate shavings, but to make it a real blizzard, I'm almost thinking I have to serve it with like some vegan brownies on top or something like that. But otherwise, it's great, it's delicious, and I'm gonna have some more. So leave me a comment and let me know if you were a fan of Dairy Queen blizzards and what you thought of this vegan Dairy Queen blizzard recipe. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as I post new videos every week, and join the Fit From Food notification squad by clicking on that bell next to the subscribe button. And remember to keep living Fit From Food, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Now, even when I was scooping the ice cubes out of the tray, they did remind me of like a chocolate fudge pop. You know those chocolate fudge pops you used to have as a kid? It's like fudgesicles or something like that. It definitely reminded me of that, the way they were popping out and you had these big squares of just like chocolate ice cream.